Angela don't want to go. We left her there until 10 years later because she stayed in a communist and we on the freedom country.
We are refugees from Vietnam. We were sought out by one of the Lutheran members to the St. Lutheran Church for the 1975.
I'm the oldest child of Hoa and Trinh Nguyen. In '75, we left when Vietnam fell. I just remember some stories that they share because I was maybe about 5.
My husband was a pilot, helicopter pilot, Vietnam Air Force. Around April 28, I working at Vietnam Airlines for my job is operator aircraft instrument. And my husband suddenly come to pick me up and go home. Then go home and pick up 2 daughters. We just pick up the bag from the kids home, then go. I still on pajama. And with Linda, 2.5 years old, in that time she still have a bottle.
One memory that I have is we were running or going somewhere real fast. And I remember my mom looked at me when we stopped. I remember she said my ears was bleeding or something because I had gold earrings and somehow they were ripped out of my ears from the chaos of the war. And that's the thing that you don't realize, that those things affect you. So for years, I never wore jewelry.
When we left Vietnam with no money, everything left behind. So from there, we fly across the sea because the communists, they get closer. 1 month from the sea, from Subic, they transfer to another boat and go to Guam. Then go to Camp Wellington.
We weren't supposed to be here, so we have been here for almost 50 years now. That is one of the biggest God moments that I will ever, when they told me that, I'm like, what? Of all the thousands of people that you got processed by your former student that you taught how to fly helicopters, who taught you how to stay alive and take the risk. I have such a deep appreciation for this country, for the Lutheran Church, and for St. Andrews. It's because of the fact that they gave us our start.
This congregation has had a heritage of welcome to immigrants. We're only about 25 miles from the border with Mexico.
I think the willingness of the congregation, kind of open minds and hearts of the congregation, definitely started with the story of Hoa and Trinh. The congregation helped them find housing. They actually lived with congregational members at first and then eventually found them their own place.
The Eckerts were technically considered like the mother-father figure for my mom. The Eckerts were real active members of St. Andrews.
Dorothy and her husband, Eckert, met the fundraiser like my husband 1 year need to finish the school. Whoever want help, donate $5 a month for 1 year. That's why we have a fund for secure brand thing. And 1977, when he finished, get the certificate, go to work.
As baptized Christians, I think we have a calling to serve others.
You know, Hoa and Trinh lived this dramatic event in our history. Like they lived through this and had to completely start their life over here.
Then he go unemployment office, and I saw on the wall, you know, they hire the people operator sewing machine. I come to apply. Test the sewing machine. I never sew in a commercial machine, just a home sewing. Just put the foot on. Scare me to the death. And the supervisor do again, and I got it. The only way. Say, you go to work tomorrow. I said, what? Then the NASA, they go around the country to look for some company sewing can make parachute for the astronaut. Mr. Smith, he told Trina, I know you can do it. I said, what? And one engineer from NASA and one instructor side by side with me. I learned how to read the blueprint. I made a phone call to St. Andrew office. I say, I got a job now. From now on, you don't have to pay all my rent.
We owe St. Andrews and the Lutheran Church so much. They even helped us to bring my sister in after being left. Pastor Russ Mueller helped us with the congressman's letter to get her out of the country.
So after that, she had a permit come to the country about over a month. But the government over there delayed.
She came here when she was 13. So it'd been those many years that she was still in Vietnam.
Angela, the one knowingly at all, graduate in the honor class with Linda. From there, after that, she go college and graduate for civil engineer. And she got the job right away. Linda, she have a scholarship at Occidental. And then she go UCSD. So all my daughter successful.
All our friends, myself, anyone that's sponsored by the Lutheran Church, you know, we appreciate they help us all the way.
Hoa and Trinh, that welcome was so meaningful to them that they joined the congregation, and they're here every single week and raised their daughters here, and now their grandkids are here.
Thought about moving up to, other parts of San Diego, and I would be, we'd have to go down to St. Andrews for worship.
They're just a beloved part of our congregation, but then as they share their story, sometimes in different settings, then people step back and go, oh my gosh, you take for granted what the people sitting next to you maybe have lived through.
Feel happy and lightly because, they don't discriminate. That must be good feeling. That's a strong power, help us to go, So from the time 75 until 77, we bought this house. Can you believe it?
That's why I think it's so nice that we just keep an open heart about, I understand there's a lot involved, but there's still people. They still want the same thing. We all just want to live in peace, and let's just love and share some compassion for each other.